Let's kick off this campaign. See me on the ship.
That's really not going to work for me. I hope you understand. I've been thinking a lot about those days on the campaign trail. I bet we can use a lot of those techniques against the Zin.
Sounds like a strange comparison, but okay.
Camp David was a wild time, wasn't it? I can only imagine what we would have gotten up to if we didn't have to worry about the backlash.
Well, we don't have to worry about that now, right?
I know you want to. We've all had enough of Zinyak's shit. Do this, and you can set your own terms in this fight.
I need every advantage I can get.
Found some more ways to show Zinyak who's really in charge here. I'll walk you through them.
Sounds good to me.
That's why you're the commander-in-chief. Shame you'll never get a chance for re-election.
We would have had a marvelous second term, Keith.
I was 12 hours into Dead Island when the Zin attacked. Now I'll never finish. I won't forgive them for that.
Kenzie, you wanna fuck?
Let's go. You have to wait till I want it. I need a stable environment to work from inside the simulation. There's several things you can do around Brixton so I can set it up. Also, I should be able to create an upgrade to your blast with this.
Sure, why not?
Okay, that should give me a better gateway into keeping an eye on things inside fake Steelport. Here's that upgrade I promised you. Thanks.
Sweet.
Just so you know, the bathroom doesn't quite work like we're used to on Earth. Look, I'm really busy here.
So, you rescued Zemos. What's next?
The Dominatrix orders Paul to tear... Jesus! I didn't think getting a giant monster to eat us was gonna be so difficult.
I warned you Paul was dangerous.
When I heard Giant Saints Flow Can, I really didn't expect it to be that tough.
Oh, at least the ship held up. Where are we headed anyway?
To Paul's brain. That's where our weapons will do the most damage.
Hold on. This thing has a brain. What exactly have I been drinking all of these years?
I'm contractually prevented from divulging the secret ingredients in Saints Flow.
Let's focus on stopping Paul from destroying everything we've built up to fight the Dominatrix, people. Oh, nice view.
I always wondered what my food saw when I ate.
Some people say I'm weird.
Did the script ever say what those things floating inside Paul were? I don't remember that coming up.
Oh, they're supposed to be stuff like ginseng, guarana, taurine, all those types of ingredients you'd find in a regular energy drink.
And what about those big polyp-looking things?
Those are just, stuff.
Wait a minute. Didn't I see those before in a medical dissection video of a frog?
Oh, look! We're almost to Paul's brain!
This is it. If we release our payload here, it should cause a chain reaction that'll destroy Paul.
I hope this works. Kenzie, nothing's happening.
The cargo hold's packed too tight. Try shaking the ship from side to side until they come loose.
What'd you do? Just stuff everything in there, Pierce?
You tried
Fizzlestones and Vitios away!
We have to get out of here before the whole place blows.
Then how exactly do we do that?
head for Paul's top.
Oh, good. At least the intense escape from Paul wasn't cut.
on, boss. Pop that top.
What you're about to see now is the grand finale.
That's it?
Look, I just don't think I can adequately justify what's about to happen.
Would you say the President's assessment of the ending of Enter the Dominatrix is fair?
If anything, they undersold it.
It's batshit.
I don't know. I think there's precedent.
Totally.
I'll put it to you this way. It was too crazy for Saints Row.
Enjoy. Alright, Timos. We defeated Zinyak, but his death enacted the Dominatrix failsafe and imprisoned us in a virtual world under the thumb of a leather-clad goddess. Yeah. After a long, hard battle, it's all come down to this. And this being that we take out the Dominatrix once and for all.
Nice summary balls.
Total ad-lib.
Covered in sex workers.
Hey, we got a super gimp up in our business.
See, I remember this mission. They originally didn't have me in it. Can you believe that?
That bitch, how we do this shit uptown?
Man, this is exciting. I can't wait until... No. I'm gonna hold it in. Y'all just wait.
So destroying the Dominatrix, that'll shut down the simulation.
That's what they tell me, yeah.
And if it doesn't,
I don't know, but we sure as hell ain't finishing what we started up in that sex club.
given the chance, you know you get with us.
Thank goodness you're here.
We had to beat all the super camp.
I assume you meant something.
Shit's getting crazy over here. You free?
Be right there, Donnie. Sonny, Zelos, on me. Dominatrix is really pulling out all the stops.
You got her running scared. You locked her into a single body, took out her champion, and destroyed her giant energy drink monster. What's she got left?
Never underestimate a bitch used to be on top.
Things are getting fucking crazy, man! There's the Dominatrix!
Bow before me! Yeah, we're not so good at taking orders, honey.
You will learn.
I'll go down that...
What's going on?
The Zin are surrounding us. We need to do something.
We're heading out, boss. Grab a gun.
What's going on?
The Zin just came out of nowhere. It's insane.
I've warned you people for years, but you're always, oh, Kinsey, that's crazy.
You're going down, Zinyak.
Kinsey, no offense, but you do say a lot of crazy shit.
You're going down, Zinyak. You're going down.
There you are, baby. I've been tearing this damn place apart.
Zelos, what happened?
The Dominatrix rebooted the DLC. Follow the Z. I know the way back.
I see you're back.
Think you're gonna get rid of me that easily?
Impressive. But this battle isn't over yet.
Where'd she go?
Take that lady down.
Aircraft flying in! We did it! The Dominatrix has fallen. Now we can leave this nightmare simulation.
We better get a move on, though. The way out is gonna close.
What the hell? Who is that? More Zin?
I don't know. It doesn't look like one of them.
Get ready, boss. It could be anything.
Hold it. They're not attacking.
Wait a minute. Is that...
That's right. Cut me out the mission. I brought the motherfucking cavalry.
A dinosaur?
Greetings. My name is D'Artagnan. I am an emissary of Cyrano, the king of a kind spacefaring people. We are enemies of the Zin.
Then you're a friend of ours, Brother Raptor. Well done, Pierce.
I've waited so long to hear that.
The only way out is through a door at the far end of the simulation. We will help you escape. Climb on my back. We ride!
Total fucking batshit.
Hell, I'm just glad you're not riding me. Woo-wee.
Follow me, Saints. out of the simulation into the ending cutscene.
We have to hurry! Come on! I will sing you the song of my people! Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka boom! Boom, boom, aka-laka boom, boom! Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka boom! Boom, boom, aka-laka boom, boom! Open the door, get on the floor! Everybody walk the dinosaur! Open the door, get on the floor! Everybody walk the dinosaur! It was another this 40 million years ago, a little cigarette built up a monkey start to go. The sun was spitting fire, the sky was blue as ice. I felt a little tired, so I watched my ugly face. I walked the dinosaur. I walked the dinosaur.
We Velociraptors are a proud people.
Flight mode engaged. Hover mode engaged. Powering down.
You bet, boss.
Can't forget the pickles.
If you
I want to make sure you are paid for your aid in keeping my rift open, and to ensure you see that I am willing to help your cause. I have found new code which allows you to change the element of one of your powers.
Your place any justice?
Indeed I do.
Oh man, I gotta trade this in for...
Don't worry, everyone loses to me.
In order to use this element, you will need to manually alter your power.
Manually?
Yes. I have created this tutorial message to explain how to do so.
Oh, that's handy.
Now use your fire blast on those people. It will ignite anyone in the blast radius.
This would be great at a barbecue.
More element types exist in this simulation for various powers, if you are able to find or create the code, that is.
Thanks for the help.
It is not help, only repaying my debt. Now I will let you continue on your quest to find me the body you promised.
The Zin have almost everything in the simulation locked tight, but there is something you can use. A control and interface device. You're in luck. The Zin have a bunch in transit right now.
Used a nut? This ain't bad.
You did hit me! You be fucked!
Time you had a lesson.
Forget the pick.
The Zin are using CIDs to bring a downed hotspot online. Once you have a CID from them, get it to a safe spot and wipe its old programming, so the AI can upload its personality into the new shell. Go back to that first hotspot you took down. You can get a CID there.
Simple smash and grab, huh?
Sure. Go with that. Just get one and take it to a safe spot. You don't want to deal with Zin while trying to hack that device.
Curious, is there any way to get this AI a body in the real world too?
At this point, the AI is purely information. He's entirely digital. You could download him to your phone if you wanted. Why? Does he want a body?
Would you want to be stuck inside the simulation forever?
Good point. I'll check the ship for a suitable shell just in case. Along with the CIDs, Zin are transporting a prototype for a contained forced recursive feedback projector.
That sounds like complete bullshit even coming from you.
Imagine a gun that fires a bullet that bounces from one target to another, to another, to another, like a pinball racking up 1 billion points. Be careful not to damage all the CIDs. I don't know when or if we'll get another chance to get one of these.
Which CID should I grab?
It doesn't matter, just pick one. What did you do?
Touched it.
Well, touch it different next time.
What the hell, Kinsey?
Don't pin this on me.
These things are broken.
Hush. Finally. Quick, get to a safe spot so you can crack it open.
How far away do I need to be?
Just away from the Zin. Pick someplace they won't find you.
What is this whole thing gonna take?
I won't know until I crack open a device and see how it ticks.
Alright, this spot looks good.
Keep an eye out while I work on this. I guarantee the Zin have a way of finding these devices remotely.
Shit, they found us.
Don't let them take the CID!
Work fast.
Come on out! It'll be easier!
Oh, hey! I found the tracking device. Would you like to take over? I could shoot aliens for a while.
Kinsey, where are we at on this?
Almost done. Hold on. Little bit more. Okay, the CID is cracked and clear for uploading. Inputting the AI code now.
How long until the upload's complete?
55 minutes.
55 minutes? These things usually take like 3 to 5 tops.
Look, the connection in this area is slow. Get closer to a major connection point like a power plant, and this might go faster.
Why didn't we go there first?
Because a major connection point for the simulation is going to be heavily guarded.
We'll sit down a little faster?
Well, probably, but
We're taking this thing there. Once Sid's up and running, how long until we can use him to get my crew?
well, assuming the AI wasn't lying, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to get right to it. Speaking of which, who do you want to grab first? Pierce? Shaundi?
I think we should get Matt.
Miller? Oh my god, why?
Matt turned himself around at the steel plant, joined MI6, helped us with Cyrus Temple, and, he's useful.
Useful?
Modding and plate things and all this cyber what's it. Maybe you could use the help.
I'm doing just fine without Matt commitment. Thank you.
Two heads are better than one, set it up. Flip the switch and done.
Excellent.
How long now? Kinsey?
That's just part of the process.
Apparently the swearing part of the process.
The full download should only take about 16 minutes.
Is there anything you can do to make it go faster?
I'll see what I can find. There might be additional access points we can use to increase the bandwidth.
Is anyone counting these kills?
Sure thing. Come on out. It'll be easier. In search of a suspect in the area.
Personality transfer at 31%.
I found an access point that can help speed this along. Get to it and activate it.
Powering down.
And it's on.
There's a second access point out further.
Get to some shelter. Can't move here.
I'm at the second one.
I need some covering fire.
Alright, both the access points are online. How's the download looking?
Much faster. Much too fast. Too fast! Sid is overloading.
Overloading?
Overheating! Get to him and cool him down! Sid is melting down. Do something to cool him off! Hurry! He's gonna blow! Okay, we're good. We're fine. I managed to throttle the connection a bit, so it should be much more stable now.
How long until the download's done?
3 minutes.
Good. So you can adjust enough time. Fire up a few waves of sand.
Murder bots? Oh, wow.
Now having a bit of a stronger reaction? Counting these kills? Instead.
Do you really want to give some rogue AI an exoskeleton equipped with a complement of weapons and a history of violence?
Probably.
Besides, I already found a real CID body for him on the ship. So, you know, synchronicity.
Oh my god, why does this hurt so much? Personality transfer at 74%.
Everyone, take cover.
All hail the meat!
Get more ammo.
Data bottleneck encountered.
Find some cover.
It's full of stars.
You out there, boss? Get to some shelter.
Download complete. All right. Time to kill us some aliens.
Oh god. I'm gonna regret getting Sid a real body, aren't I?
Oh, Sid. We're gonna get along famously. This is great. Nancy?
Take him down and I should be able to transfer some of his powers to you.
Whoa, this is... Why is my brain on fire?
Welcome to being able to move things with your mind.
There's a giant glass orb here, Kenzie.
Yeah. It has more clusters in it. Pick it up with your mind and smash it open. Okay, now use that power to throw things at the warden and storm the shields. Nice job. I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it.
start hitting me.
Say hello to Zinyak for me. Oh, Kenzie's recording this. Sorry, I don't play well with others.
I can't believe I have to work a double shift.
I think it's time to surrender.
So sick of having to live Jenna. Bitch needs to get a car.
I think I broke your shit, Zinyak.
Can't forget the pick.
Come on, Zinyak, show your face now.
Real pretty.
Say hello to Zinyak for me. Come on, Zinyak, show your face now. Hit your heart out, Johnny. Oh, I like that button. That's some style.
After this...
gets jacked, no more.
Welcome to Mind Over Murder! The rules are simple. Each scoring area contains a variety of floating rings. The color of the ring denotes the type of object you need to throw it through in order to score a point. Vehicles go through blue, people through green, and the head of our very own Professor Genki through the pink ones. Score a point on every hoop within the time limit, and you win. Good luck! It's Murder Time, Fun Time! Welcome to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder! Brought to you in part by everybody's favorite alien overlord, Zinyak.
That's right, folks. The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
As folks at home know, by exploiting weaknesses in Zinyak's meticulously crafted simulation, our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis. But they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
I can now see why the Professor was so eager to join forces with Zinyak. This should make for an interesting addition to the Genki family of gamers.
Right you are, Bobby. So let's meet our contestant, the winner of Genki Bowl 7, and our favorite contestant, the President of the United States.
Or whatever bits are still floating around in space, right, Zach?
Too soon, Bobby. Too soon. Let's get to the action. So, Bobby, how do you think the addition of superpowers is going to affect the game?
A submachine gun is a fine weapon, but nothing compares to the unlocked potential of the human animal. Super speed, super jump, and moving things around with the power of your mind. I'm expecting high action and lots of flailing bodies.
Makes you wish you had superpowers, doesn't it, Bobby?
I'm just happy not to be stuck in a vat full of foul-smelling nutrient milk.
And that's it for our first match!
Excellent job by our contestant.
Welcome to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder! Brought to you in part by everybody's favorite alien overlord, Zinyak.
That's right, folks. The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
As folks at home know, by exploiting weaknesses in Zinyak's meticulously crafted simulation, our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis. But they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
I can now see why the Professor was so eager to join forces with Zinyak. This should make for an interesting addition to the Genki family of games.
Right you are, Bobby. So let's meet our contestant, the winner of Genki Bowl 7, and our favorite contestant, the President of the United States.
Or whatever bits are still floating around in space, right, Zach?
Too soon, Bobby. Too soon. Let's get to the action. So, Bobby, how do you think the addition of superpowers is going to affect the game?
A submachine gun is a fine weapon, but nothing
And in for our first match.
Excellent job by our contestant.
Welcome back, Genki fans, to another round of telekinetic tomfoolery where it truly is mind over murder.
Right you are, Zack. And here with us again today is that unstoppable force and the leader of the free world, the President of the United States.
And what a perfect contestant for the show, Bobby. So far, this is proving to be the perfect combination. An undefeated human with the abilities of an alien meeting the challenges of the Mad Professor and entertaining everyone in the galaxy. What more could our audience want?
Other than freedom from alien oppression, the reconstruction of their home planet, and football on the television every Sunday, I think the list.
Now, Bobby, you know we're not supposed to speak ill of our most benevolent overlord, Zinyak.
I'm sure Zinyak had a good reason for blowing up the Earth like he did.
A good reason.
A very good reason, no doubt.
Let's check out how our contestant is doing, shall we?
So how do you think things are going for our contestant, Zack?
In this match, or life in general?
I was thinking the first, but now that you mention it, let's talk about the second.
Well, I imagine it's not easy for them knowing that they're responsible for the deaths of billions of people through their hubris and what will ultimately be an unsuccessful bid to overtake Zinyak.
My thoughts exactly. Bringing about the near extinction of the human race is a heavy load to carry.
It sure is.
I feel dirty, Zack.
We're just the pawns of a megalomaniacal alien overlord, Bobby. It's not our fault. Let's get back to the action. This is some championship-level mind over murder, Bobby.
I agree. The President sure is giving the folks at home one heck of a show.
And I know Professor Genki is loving it.
Indeed. Everybody's favorite man cat enjoys nothing more than murder, mutilation, and mascots.
He does love alliteration, Bobby.
I thought that was assonance.
Assonance is when the words begin with vowels.
Really? Well, you learn something new every day. I can't help but be impressed by this contestant, Zack. I feel fortunate to see this another win by the leader of the Saints.
Did you expect anything else, Bobby? Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder! So far, the Saints head honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinyak's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
Well, the Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, the probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Well, Bobby, seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, what do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinyak had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinyak himself. Zinyak threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinyak managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep within his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark. And it's lonely, so lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never going to be alone.
Lonely.
Not while I'm around. Come here, buddy.
Lonely, so cold, I can't.
There.
Smashing performance by the contestant so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to be jolly good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. Like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works. But I know people who use it all the time. I don't get it.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. I've been thinking, Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us from wherever he is. Like a guardian angel.
A sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian angel.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom.
Much more likely scenario, Zach.
That is what folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar commentary, Zach.
Well, thanks, guy. You know, you're no slouch yourself, Bobby. I have always been impressed by your wordplay.
Well, you forced me to step up my game in order to keep up with you, Zach.
We're running out of things to say, aren't we?
We absolutely are, Zach.
Yeah.
Just feeling.
Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder. So far, the Saints head honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinyak's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
Oh, well, the Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably again.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Well, Bobby, seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, what do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinyak had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinyak himself. Zinyak threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinyak managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep within his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark. It's lonely. It's so lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never going to be alone.
Lonely.
Not while I'm around. Come here.
Lonely. So cold. I can't. Smashing performance by the contestant so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to use jolly good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. Like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works. But I know people who use it all the time. I don't.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. I've been thinking, Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us from wherever he is. Like a guardian angel.
A sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom.
A much more likely scenario, Zach.
That is what folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar commentary, Zach.
Well, thanks, guy. You know, you're no slouch yourself, Bobby. I've always been impressed by your wordplay.
Well, you forced me to step up my game in order to keep up with you, Zach.
We're running out of things to say, aren't we?
We absolutely are, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot this way.
And that's it, folks.
God, I'm so sick of having to pick up the jelly.
Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder! So far, the Saints head honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinyak's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
Oh, well, the Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, the probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Well, Bobby, seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, What do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinyak had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinyak himself. Zinyak threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinyak managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep within his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark. And it's lonely, so lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never gonna be alone.
Lonely.
Now I'm around. Come here.
Lonely, so cold, I said. Smashing performance by the contestant so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to use Jolly Good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. Like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works, but I know people who use it all the time. I don't know.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. I've been thinking, Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us from wherever he is. Like a guardian angel.
A sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian angel.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom!
A much more likely scenario, Zach.
That is what folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar commentary, Zach.
Well, thanks, guy. You know, you're no slouch yourself, Bobby. I have always been impressed by your wordplay.
Well, you forced me to step up my game in order to keep up with you, Zach.
We're running out of things to say, aren't we?
We absolutely are, Zach.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I gotta trade this out.
Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder! So far, the Saint Ted Honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinyak's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
Oh, well, the Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably again.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Well, Bobby, seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, what do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinyak had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinyak himself. Zinyak threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinyak managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep within his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark. It's lonely, so lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never going to be alone. Not while I'm around. Come here, buddy.
Lonely, so cold, I can't. smashing performance by the contestants so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to use jolly good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. It's like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works. But I know people who use it all the time. I don't know.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. I've been thinking, Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us, or wherever he is, like a guardian angel.
A sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom.
A much more likely scenario, Zach.
That is what folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar commentary, Zach.
Well, thanks, guy. You know, you're no slouch yourself, Bobby. I have always been impressed by your wordplay.
Well, you forced me to step up my game in order to keep up with you, Zach.
We're running out of things to say, aren't we?
We absolutely are, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it, folks. 3 glorious bouts and a fine end to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder!
Zach and I would like to thank Zinyak for his continued support of the show and for sparing our lives so we may continue to exalt his most highest glory. Good night, everybody.